Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, Christmas hasn't happened yet, but 2023 is almost gone. And I was thinking, what were the knives that I carried or used the most throughout 2023? And here they are. And I basically break them down to uh, a right front pocket type of knife that I normally have. Going out daily, like if you're going to go somewhere, bigger knife, even walking around, multi-tools, and then keychain. And get this is what popped off this thought about this. Um, I went to get a gallon of milk. Now, it's only like about a mile and a half away, I guess 3 miles or so round trip. And I drove in my Jeep and everything, and I made sure I had my keys and, uh, everything like that. And I went in and I got the milk and a bag of dry cat food because I'd run out of dry cat food. And I just love the taste of dry cat food, so I had to get some more. But on the way back out of the parking lot, I reached into my right hand pocket, where I normally carry a Civivi Elementum or one of these. Now you will notice the Civivi Elementum is not here, and that'll be a separate little story. I hope this doesn't drag on too long, but it might. Because I'm not going to go over the features and details of each one of these knives, but I will show them and talk about what role they play. And yeah, basically I had this was my only knife. I pulled, this is my keychain, EDC stuff, little ring. So yeah, I was down to this is my only, that's sacrilege. I had more flashlights on me than knives. Now, in the Jeep I had a fixed blade, I had another knife, but still, as far as like walking around carrying on me, usually I have at least, like I said, a right pocket knife. Lately it's been the steel wheel cut jack. I put a little bit of a convex edge on it without trying to mangle the tip too much. And that's what's been in my right pocket most recently. Before that, I was carrying the Spyderco Endura and using a lot. I like this. All these I like. And before that, I was carrying the Boker Kalashnikov. As you can tell, I carry this a lot and used it a lot. The reason why the Elementum is not here is because I liked it so much that I was not rotating anything in the right front pocket. And I've got a lot of knives that could land in that same role. The Elementum is a little bit small for that one too, because I like the right front pocket knife to be over 3 inches usually, because there is no law restricting it, and I'd like to have a little bit bigger knife. Now usually I pair that with this guy, the big back Boker. You got, I think it's like a 4-inch blade or something on it. So you got plenty of reach on this guy, and it's usually, this is my usually throw in your back pocket. It's flat enough, you can throw it in your back pocket. You not notice it's really there, but if you need it, it comes out fast enough. When I first got it, I go, oh, this is not fast enough. But if you think about it, it's a big blade, and it's got to throw it out some way. And if it came out too fast, slip the knife out of your hand. This guy comes out pretty fast. But yeah, so I set the Elementum somewhere. Yeah, it's gone missing. I just flipped the chair over and looked at the box, and I haven't gone to the bedroom, but usually when I change a knife out, I drop it off where I got it from, which is to the left of my chair is a box. Well, there's a box right to the left of me and a little tray and then another box. But the box down below has fixed blade knives, and then all along the rim of the box with the clip, I put other, you know, like EDC knives. So within my left hand reach, I got all kinds of knives down there at the lower level. Then I go up higher level, I got another box that I do the same thing with, like flashlights along the side. I got clipped on the side a bunch of flashlights. But anyways, this was recently given to me, but it's the Leatherman Wave. And I used to carry and use one of these all the time. So this is what I usually go for as a multi-tool. But before that, and I still use this a lot too, is the Explorer. And it's got the little iMini, matching color little iMini. This is the one with the replaceable batteries. But as long as the LED doesn't go bad on this thing will last forever. Probably longer than me. All right, to the left of me, because I don't go, you know, I'm retired and I'm in a small apartment and everything, and you know, I don't go back and forth to work and stuff like that. I don't have to carry a lot of stuff in my pocket. So I have a little tray. It's just a little, like a food divider tray. It's a little clear one. And I have a bunch of different little knives sitting in there. And one of them is this pipe doctor. I think I heard Tiger Tom. I use this guy a lot. And I believe this Wasp series is in VG10. I'm not sure. But I usually have it sitting like this, just so I can find it, grab it. And there's a big advantage to having a non-sharp but pointy thing like this. Especially like paracord, stuff like that, or you're doing lanyards. A lot of times you try to loop these little tiny lanyards on flashlights and stuff. I've got one around here somewhere. One of those, you know, these little... It's smaller than paracord. It's like thread almost, but a little bit thicker. Loop one of those through. If you can't, you don't have any fingernails. You know, I keep mine short. You can't grab anything. You just grab this. You don't have to worry about scratching anything. And it just pulls it through. So it's good also with paracord too, you know, and doing knots. Or tightening stuff up, you know. I also use it for cleaning. So we got that. That's a pipe doctor, right? I use this little Rough Rider clip slip to carry this guy. But you got to watch out with these slips, because it holds it all right. But, I mean, it's not super secure. But, yeah, when I go out and about and stuff, traditional knives, a lot of times that I'll put in the pocket. Not used, but I carry. You know, I have this. Usually have more knives than I need on me. And like today, I didn't need any knife. So, I mean, I managed to get through. But imagine if I needed a knife and I didn't have one. Oh, man. This guy's kind of like my do-it-all traditional knife, you know, when I throw in there. I usually put it in a leather slip. Like one that was made for me by a viewer. I drop it in a slip, put it in my pocket, and then I've got, you know, two pretty good little knives right there. This one right here, of course, is the little cotton sampler. I use this guy a lot for scraping things you're not really supposed to use a knife for. Cutting, you know, prying. I do a lot of things with that. And then, of course, I try to rotate these because I've got so many tiny toothpicks. These come in so handy. Not just for cleaning out your fingernails and everything, but that little thin blade. It's sturdier than a toothpick. A lot of times you take a wooden toothpick and you're doing something, snap. And yeah, plastic might be better, might not be scratchy stuff, but this is really good for cleaning out little, you know, like cross-hatched grooves and everything. And of course, you know, everybody knows what an SD Classic is. It's something that you keep on your keychain. You don't really think about it. Now, of course, this one is the one that has a little pin in it also. Comes out. You can do some writing if you want to, emergency pen. But yeah, that's useful. Of course, a little light, a little peanut lighter. This works as a pry bar and a little screwdriver. And of course, a P38. This is a new one. I just put on there. I used to have an old one that I always put on there. All right, and of course, who could forget? I carried this one a lot. I wore it like every day, even around the house and everything, for 2 weeks straight, just to get to see what it is with it. And I really like it. The only thing is when I'm wearing it like this, cross straw and everything, this handle sticks out a lot. Now, a handle is important, you know, because that's what you want to grip it for. But if you see, I might be able to withstand having a smaller knife, like an Azula or something like that, you know, the little bit smaller one, that would do better for like the purpose that it is basically you're carrying it around. Because see, this bumps into stuff during the day. It bumps into the kitchen, you know, it's metal, boom, boom. It's not going to hurt it. I'm not worried about that. It's just as far as like ergonomically form-fitting to your body and everything else. Yeah, I could position it somewhere else, smaller back or something like a scout carry or even on the hip. But there you go. That's the main ones. Occasionally I'll throw a Bowie knife on, you know, when I'm walking around the complex, but I really don't go downtown or anything with it. But these are the main ones. And it was pretty easy to do because I didn't have to think about it a lot. It was just like, all right, what did you carry last year? Not every knife that I carry, because sometimes you get new knives and you carry them a little bit and then you put them up. And then, but these were the regulars. These are the regular ones that I regularly carry throughout the year of 2023. I don't see a lot changing. This, the right pocket carry flips around. I have the Spyderco Sage 5 that I also rotate in on there too, because it's a good knife. And the Elementum, sometimes I go back to it. Now, you know how it's like cracky knives have personalities and stuff like that? Well, the Elementum has been a regular in my pocket. And it doesn't have much of a personality other than it can get miffed that it's being pushed out of its spot. You know, like, oh, you don't love me anymore. I'm going to run away. And that's, you know, it's not like with cracky and everything. I think it's just a temporary hiding thing. I probably just misplaced it. But that was a good one. It was upgraded. See, I'm already talking about it in past tense. It had S35VN as a blade steel, and it was one of those, I think it was Blade HQ specials or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll find it probably again. I've got the regular D2 one, but that one, the detent wasn't as good. That's what made me look for another one eventually. But that's really about the perfect size, because with the right pocket carry, I don't want it too big. I don't want the knife too big, because then it starts interfering with stuff. You know, you reach your hand in your pocket. You want it small enough. I usually want it small enough. It's even something like this. The Civivi Chronic works well for that, because it's small enough, but it comes out fast. It cuts. It's sharp. You can do it one hand. It doesn't take up a lot of real estate. This is almost like a doctor's knife in size and shape. You know, if they would have just made this completely flat down here, you would have the pill crushing. Or in a doctor's knife, this would be like tamping down your tobacco. But yeah, there you go. Now, this is not necessarily an open tag, or, you know, if you want to, the reason why I say this is to let you know, if you want to put up your version of this, I won't be offended. So I saw one time a long time ago, somebody did, you know, was doing something like, this is not the example, they were doing like doctor's knives, and they were putting them up. And then somebody else, he didn't put an open tag on it. And somebody else came in and did the same thing, and the guy got all offended. And it was like, why would you be offended that somebody else, you didn't invent doctors, you know? It's crazy. Our world, our knife world can be crazy at times. But anyway, there you go. Like I said, I rotate different types of knives around. You know, I'll carry things, try them out, and see what they're like and everything. But for 2023, these were the knives, other than kitchen knives, like you're cutting up a potato or something like that. And even that was the Rough Rider Sous Chef. Sous. Or sous chef, or whatever you call it. Sous. It's French, I know. He's a French. You don't know that. All right, so there you go. That's it for me on this one. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, everyone who's watched all of my videos throughout the years, and especially in 2023. My channel's slowly creeping up there, and I appreciate all the people that watch and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And don't cut yourself. I was going to list 2023, the number of times I cut myself and how deep, and nah, I didn't get any major cuts, let's put it that way. No super gushers in 2023. So you just got to be careful. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.